Hello, hello! My name is Callista and welcome back to Pentiment. In the last episode, we looked around the Abbey and we found a boatload of evidence that implicates Guy. It seems he was definitely embezzling funds from the Abbey. If Otto found out about that, then Guy might have a reason to kill him. In a way, it's funny because I don't like Guy. I think Guy's a prick. I would happily see Guy die, but not like this. Because if Guy did it, the mob is gonna go ballistic. The mob is gonna destroy everything, and I don't want that. I like most of the other monks. Like, really, it's just Guy and Gernot. I don't like the pair of them. The other monks are great, and potentially, the nuns might get hurt whilst the mob is trashing the Abbey. Like, Guy having done this would be awful. I was praying in Act 1, I was like, why? Why can't it be someone like Guy who's the killer? I hate Guy. And now that is a possibility, I'm like, not him, please. Not him. Now, Ferenc, buddy, I know you have an interest in the occult, and we found like a necromancy ritual in the abattoir. Do you know anything about that, buddy? Is there something I can help you with, Master Mailer? Yes, I found this book and thought you might be able to help me identify it. Oh, what? I must admit I have seen this book before, but I thought I had sent it away some years ago. It contains questionable rituals. Yes, this bookmarked section is about something... This bookmark section is about Can summoning a demon to kill him. I think the can is not supposed to be there. Yes, this bookmark section is about summoning a demon to kill a man. Where did you find it? Not in the library, I should hope. How do we know this was Brother Guy? We have a sample of Guy's handwriting in the ledgers. I guess I can take a look at them in editing. I can, flip between one and the other. I wouldn't have said it was the same handwriting. That's what my gut is saying, that it wasn't the same handwriting. But then again, I guess whose handwriting would it have been? I mean, the only person we know to have an interest in the occult in the Abbey is Ferenc. And to be blunt, Ferenc was implicated in Act 1. The player could have killed him. So if this is like a major piece of evidence, then if Ferenc is dead in this act, then surely that wouldn't be that. I don't think this is some kind of double bluff. I don't think this is some kind of double bluff where it's like, and Ferenc was trying to kill Otto. Like, he got implicated in Act 1. He could potentially be dead for some people. I don't think they'd implicate him twice if he makes it through to Act 2. I don't like Guy. Oh. I wouldn't say this to a villager. We know that the villagers are in, mob mentality mode right now. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying this to one of the monks. I mean, who's Ferenc gonna tell? They're holed up in a library, they can't leave. Brother Guy was attempting to covertly perform this ritual in the abattoir. Oh, no, why would he do such a thing? It's unclear to me. I think the name Otto may suggest a motive. I think the name Otto may suggest a motive. God protect us. You don't think he was involved in Otto's death, do you? I do. That remains to be seen. That's the thing. I can't say. I can't say right now. That remains to be seen. Well, one must not leap to conclusions. Andreas, I know you don't need me to tell you, but you must tread carefully. The Archdeacon trusted your word when Baron Rothvogel was murdered. Lucky Steinauer's death lingers in the midst of many of the minds. Okay. Lucky Steinauer's death lingers in the minds of many of the townsfolk. If the peasants trust your word will be a death sentence, our God. I don't take this responsibility lightly, Brother Ferenc. If I don't find the killer, they'll burn this place down around you. Yes, I'm aware. Again, I think Andreas is focusing on the fact of last time, when this all happened before, I prevented justice because the Baron was a bad man. The Baron was a bad, bad man. Whoever killed him was bringing forth justice. The Baron was a rapist bastard. He was a rapist bastard. And whoever took him out, even if we were wrong, even if we were right, whoever did it, did something just. Because the Baron was never going to see traditional justice. All of the people whose lives he ruined, all of those people, all of those victims were never going to get any kind of like, oh yeah, we, the courts, acknowledge that the Baron has done some really shitty things and we're going to arrest him and send him to prison for a while, or we're going to kill him, like, whatever. That was never going to happen. That was never going to happen. The Baron had money and prestige and nobility on his side. So whoever took out the Baron, it was a good person killing a bad man. Otto was a good man. Otto was good and kind and just, and someone has done something horrific here. So this, I think Andreas is focusing on the fact of, like, I'm redeeming myself. I'm redeeming myself by getting justice for Otto. I'm evening out the scales. I fucked up before. This is where I can correct my fuck up. I can get that justice. Oh. Yes, I'm aware. Good. God bless you. Demon summoning, naturally. Flippin' heck. God bless you, Andreas. Has anything new come to light in the investigation of Otto's death? Oh, we can tell him that he was embezzling. I don't necessarily want to tell him about the occult shit. Because Ferenc is into that. Ferenc is into that. We have an understanding. I'm not interested in telling Gernot about the occultism. I'm interested in telling him about the embezzlement. I must speak with you urgently about Brother Guy. And now is really not the time to discuss the enmity between you, Andreas. I know you do not care for each other, but it's hardly appropriate. Guy's been stealing from the Abbey. Pardon me? I must not have heard you right. He's been obscuring it in the ledger, but the evidence is there. Brother Guy hid a cache of money in the sister's apothecary. Oh. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have the ledger with us. He's been obscuring it in the ledger, but the evidence is there. In March alone, he stole almost 7 florins worth of funds and sent it to the what is a fugger? There we go. Fuggers, a prominent, extremely wealthy banking family in Augsburg. They held business interests throughout the free imperial cities and a monopoly on the European copper market. Okay, so it's a family. It's a family, got it. In March alone, he stole almost 7 florins worth of funds and sent it to the Fuggers in Augsburg. That's probably... How do you pronounce this? I'm going to assume it's probably not fuggers. It might be like fugers or fougères. I'm going to keep pronouncing it fuggers. I find that amusing. My God! That can't... Huh. How did you learn this? I found a receipt in the back of the Abbey's ledger, written in lemon juice. If Otto somehow knew about this... You can't think Brother Guy would have killed him. He absolutely would. He might... I don't want to deal in definites here. He might. He never much liked the peasants, but murder... I don't think violence of that kind is in his nature. I know his heart. In which case you knew that he was embezzling then. If you knew his heart, then surely you must know he likes to steal money. You couldn't have made a mistake? Are you certain? These are not the kinds of mistakes I make. I'm absolutely sure, Father. You can check the receipt yourself. All you need is a candle. These are not the kinds of mistakes I make. No, I suppose not. It never ends, does it? These times are so dark, Andreas. Even with the Lord's light to guide us, I do not know how we will go on when this is through. There's little I can do about this now, but should we survive the coming days, the consequences for Brother Guy will be dire. Thank you for hearing me out. I'm sorry this came to light in the way that it did. Well, I mean, to be honest, given our history, I could have seen Gernot just saying, nah, I don't believe you, fuck you. Thank you for hearing me out. Oh, whatever you think of me and my intentions, I do care about Kersau. I know this is not what you wanted to hear. I don't give a shit what he wanted to hear. I don't like this man. I think that's the thing. That's the thing. I like 90% of the monks. It's just you and Guy. You're the only ones I don't like. Everyone else, even Ferenc, I like Ferenc. Yeah, he was a bit of a bitch in the first act, but, like, the man was stressed. The man was stressed. Like, I don't hold that against him. You just behave in a very unchristian manner, and Guy's a bitch. But yeah, like, aside from you and Guy, I like everyone. I do care about the Abbey. Whatever you think of me and my intentions, I do care about Kersau. We have not always seen eye to eye, but I have never doubted your care for this place. In that, at least, we are aligned. One final thing. Have you spoken with him about this? No, not yet. So he doesn't know he's been found out. Very well. Go with God, now more than ever. You as well, Father Gernot, until later. Again, I don't like this man. I don't necessarily want him to die at the hands of an angry mob. Because if he goes, then all the others are going. You as well, Father Gernot. Yeah, If he's dying at the hands of the mob, everyone else is. Everyone else is, and I would like to prevent that. Oh, hello, you bitch. I'ma wait. I'ma savor you. I'ma savor you. I'ma talk to everyone else first. Andreas Mailer. I am, as always, glad to see you, but surely you have put yourself at risk by sneaking in here. You cannot keep yourself out of danger and trouble, can you? I do seem to have a knack for it. It is trouble that finds me, not the opposite. I think this is how Andreas feels. He's just like, no matter what I do, no matter where I turn, there is trouble. It's trouble that finds me, not the opposite. So it may seem, but you ought to trust in Providence. It is your wits that we need once again, and so God has delivered you here. Still, I must ask, why have you come to the library? So I can verbally beat the shit out of this man. That's why. That's why I'm here, and I'm gonna delight in it. Still, I must ask, why have you come to the library? I wanted to see how you're all holding up. Also that. I like the rest of you. We are not out of danger, if that is what you have in mind. The peasants are on edge and we are stuck. You fear they truly want more violence? It's all for show, they wouldn't dare go further. Such is the brutal nature of the rustic. No, they've been pushed. They've been pushed to this. Under normal circumstances, they are good, God-fearing folk who would never even dream of doing this. It's just... They've been pushed. They've been pushed and pushed and pushed because of the taxes, because someone's been swindling the abbey, just putting crosses through this man's face. Like, they've been pushed because of the taxes, and then the one guy who was like, hey, we can do this, we can live better lives for our children and our children's children, this, that, and the other, I'm being really inspirational, and then he gets crushed, and there's the abbot. There's the abbot in the vicinity, like, but for all of that, they would never do this. It's not in their nature to be brutal, it is simply they have been pushed to the edge. I think they would dare. I think they would dare if they discovered that a monk is responsible. We also can't let them know about the embezzlement. We absolutely can't let them know about the embezzlement. That will also end in a let's fucking murder them all situation. I think if they discovered that the reason they've been fucked over with the taxes is because one guy, one monk, a servant of God, who is supposed to, I assume he's taken vows of, like, poverty. One guy decided, yeah, I don't want to be so poor. I want to put some money in my bank account with the fuggers. If they discovered that, and on top of that, he was also responsible for Otto's death, like, they would 100%. They would 100% tear all of this shit down. You fear they truly want more violence? They may not be trained soldiers, but it does not take much military acumen to burn down a building full of books. If they hurt the abbot or damage the abbey, the Duke's armies will not show leniency. Believe me, a direct confrontation with real soldiers will end in a slaughter. You've said much about the peasants, but what of you and your brothers? Oh, I am well, Andreas. I have been through worse. The Battle of the Cosmin, the Siege of Dornet Castle, death and suffering. Too much of that, perhaps, for a young mind. Long enough ago by now. Here others who hold my attention. I worry about Volkbert and Rudiger. They are gentle people, not able to withstand this terror and violence. But I am especially worried about Adolf. Yeah, the guy looks rough. The guy looks rough. I tried talking to him, he didn't look good. What's the matter with Adolf? I tried talking to him, he didn't look good. He is old and frail and his health has grown worse since we fled here. He remarks of pains of the chest. Oh shit, is he having a heart attack? I am cut off from my tools, and were it not so, I am unsure of what might help against his affliction. Perhaps Salvia Salvatrix or Papaver Somniferum? I can think of several options, but bloodletting would be best to balance the humours. I'm willing to do what I can to help. I wish I could help, but I have to solve Otto's murder. I mean, if we've got time. I can think of several options, but bloodletting would be best to balance the humours. Adolf is very weak, Andreas. I don't think he could withstand such an act. Asking Sister Gertrude might be most prudent in this case. She knows the plants best. Be safe, Andreas. You as well, Brother Florian. Okay, so that is an actual thing we can do. Okay. God keep you safe, Master Mela. And oh god, just Volkbert's just rocking in a corner. No. Volkbert, it's going to be all right. How can you know that, Lucas? Trust in Providence, brother. The Lord guides us through Gethsemane. There we go. I was like, what? No, I'm aware of Gethsemane. A trust in Providence, brother. The Lord guides us through Gethsemane. They are going to hurt us. They won't. Look, Andreas is here. He will help. Lucas, Volkbert, yes, I will help in any way I can. I'm not sure what I can do, actually. No, Volkbert is... I want to give this man a hug. I don't think that would be appropriate right now, but like, dear, oh, buddy. Oh, sweetheart. Lucas, Volkbert, yes, I will help in any way I can. It's all looking better already, Volkbert. God has sent us a mediator. I don't want to die. You're not going to. You need to toughen up. Like, no. No, he's in a situation where he very well might. He's in a situation where he might die. There's nothing to toughen up to here. You're not going to. We all will. No, please. Volkbert, peace and calm. Think of the heavenly realms above us, where angels sing praise to our Lord every day. Will I join them if I die? We all join the choir, one day, but you won't die here, Volkbert. Listen to Andreas, he will help us. Stay safe, brothers. I'll go try to solve this mess before anyone else gets hurt. God bless you. God save us. Oh, Volkbert, buddy. Oh, and you... Oh. These are the two that are... Well, at least they were in a relationship. I don't know if they still are, but, like, it's nice to see that, you know, they're comforting each other, or that Matthew is comforting Rutger. God bless you, Andreas. Is there anyone else? Oh, hello. Hello, Volslav. What language even is this? I don't know what language this is. I'm very sorry to anyone who speaks it. Unsatrotin hat versalt sancti Peter Gernot. Oh, I think this is German. Das. I think maybe Das Mac Kinneren sie emo dingen ten man. Kiri Ellison, Christe Ellison. Keep listening, Brother Rutger. What is that poem? I'ma just keep listening. Or it could Portum? No, I think that's an N. It could be Latin, maybe? Habet we mit untoten Himmelreichsporten. I'ma just keep listening. Darin mac skirian den uliniran? Kiri Ilson, Christe Ilson. Rutger, what was that song? I like it, never heard it before. Yeah, what was that? Rutger, what was that song? I think it is an old song from around Tolls, Andreas. I like it, never heard it before. I mean, I don't know what he was saying. Yeah, I've never heard it before. It It's generally not a part of any hymnals, but I believe it helps soothe him. I worry about Brother Rudka. He has been deep in prayer ever since we fled into the library. All this violence and strife does not conform with his gentle soul. You really care for him, don't you? Don't worry, Brother Rudka. It will be all right. You have to be tougher, brother. This is a harsh world. The abbot really should have known something like this could happen. I mean, he should have, but he clearly didn't. He was... I think he was blinded by his own hubris, to be brutally honest. I am the abbot. Nothing bad will ever happen to me. The peasants are too stupid and slow and lesser. They would never dare question God's will, and therefore, by extension, my will. I think he was blinded. I think he was blinded by his own hubris. And he should have thought of this, but he didn't. And how is this going to help? How is this going to help in this situation? Again, how is this also going to help? He could die. You really care for him, don't you? This kind and thoughtful man. Who wouldn't? You'll find out who killed Otto, won't you? I have to. There's too much at stake. I'm hoping to. We'll see. It's too early to say anything definitive. Yeah, we need to. For everyone's sake. Not just for the monks, but Eva. Eva and Otto Jr. They deserve to know. I have to. There's too much at stake. See, I told you. Ooh. Kyrie Ilson, Christe Ilson. Brother Rudka, why don't you sing for the others to hear? I will leave you be, bless you. But yeah, Brother Rudka, why don't you sing for the others to hear? The others? Yes, all your brothers. You're the cantor. Yours is the voice that leads them. I don't know. You can do it, all right. Yeah. I feel music brings people together. Music brings people together. You can do it. I believe in you, and Matthew believes in you. We all do. All right. I suppose I can try.
Sancte Petre gewalt, dass mag in Erian, se modingen den Mann, Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison, Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison.
That was beautiful. That was stunning. Whoever they got for Rudka's singing voice, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Again, I can't read this. Thank you. He's singing. Like that's what matters. Oh, that was beautiful. That was stunning. Hello, Brother Volslav. Do you have a moment? Of course, Andreas. What do you need? I was hoping to ask you about Brother Guy. What about him? Has he been doing anything odd lately? I think he may be stealing from the Abbey's we know he is. Is there anything else? Has he been doing anything odd lately? I'm sorry, Andreas, I don't know what you mean. I think he may have had a reason to kill Otto. Andreas, that's a grave accusation. Do you have any evidence to support this assertion? Sister Marguerite heard him rustling about in the sisters' herb hut, and we found a large sack of coins. Sister Marguerite is blind, Andreas. She likely ran into one of the sisters. Sir, she may be blind, but if a woman runs into you versus a man, even if I had my eyes closed, I could tell the difference. I could tell the difference between the two. Sister Marguerite is blind, Andreas. She likely ran into one of the sisters. What would Brother Guy even be doing in the sisters' garden? Burying money? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Sister Marguerite knew it was him, though. She recognized his voice. He's hiding money in the sisters' herb hut, but I don't know why. Several of the brothers were affronted when he demanded Father Gernot reveal the Abbey's financial record. Oh. Okay. But for Guy to be hiding money... Oh, yeah, no, we are not. There goes my timer. Yeah, no, we are not doing this. Just tell me so I have something to tell Peter. So you can implicate one of the brothers in Otto's death? No, Andreas, not for your convenience. Enough of this. God bless you, Andreas. We already have evidence. I'm not entirely sure what Volslav could have told us, but we have a lot of evidence. We have plenty of evidence. Now then, I am out of time for this episode. However, in the next one, oh Guy, I'm coming for you, and it's going to be delicious. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.